Number 1, Dom's 1970 Dodge Charger RT, The Fast and the Furious, 2001. This is the car that defined the franchise. A black Dodge Charger RT, jacked with a blown HEMI sticking out of the hood. In the movie, Dom calls it his dad's car, 900 horsepower, never lost a race, and too wild for him to drive after the accident that killed his father. In real life, the car was heavily modified for stunts. The blower was fake, but the car itself was all muscle. 440 Magnum V8S in some, small block swaps in others, depending on the stunt needs. It became Dom's trademark ride, symbolizing raw American muscle and family ties. Every time it shows up in the franchise, you know something big's about to happen. Number 2, Brian's 1995 Toyota Supra Mk4, The Fast and the Furious, 2001. The orange Supra is as iconic as Dom's Charger. Built from a junkyard wreck, Brian and Dom's crew resurrected it into a tuner legend. Veilside body kit, 19-inch wheels, APR wing, custom graphics, and a 2JZ under the hood. In-universe, it's 10-second car material thanks to that 2JZ engine's insane tuning potential. In reality, the hero car was making around 220 to 320 horsepower, depending on which one was used. But the tuner culture knew the 2JZ could easily handle 800-plus horsepower with turbos and the right build. It cemented the Supra as the king of JDM and Brian's trademark as the tuner guy. Number 3, Suzuki's 2000 Honda S2000, Too Fast Too Furious, 2003. A pink S2000 with neon lighting, anime graphics, and a custom body kit. It was flashy, over the top, and pure early 2000s tuner style. Underneath the paint, though, the S2000 was no joke. Honda's F20C engine revved to 9,000 RPM, one of the highest revving production engines ever made. In the movie, it loses to Brian's Skyline, but the car represented the peak of show car culture, outrageous styling mixed with razor-sharp handling. Number 4, Brian's 1999 Nissan Skyline GT-R R34, Too Fast Too Furious, 2003. The silver and blue Skyline GT-R is Brian's ultimate ride. The R34 was forbidden fruit in the US thanks to import laws, but in the movie it took center stage. RB26 twin-turbo straight-six AWD and tuning potential that turned it into a 600-plus horsepower beast. The livery was unforgettable. Blue stripes, neon glow, and a presence that screamed Street King. The Skyline wasn't just Brian's car, it was the car every tuner fan dreamed about owning in the early 2000s. Number 5. Han's 1997 Mazda RX-7 Veilside Fortune, The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, 2006. Han's RX-7 might be the cleanest build in the franchise. Wide-body Veilside Fortune kit, deep orange and black paint, and that iconic rotary under the hood. The 13B rotary is a high-strung, lightweight engine known for screaming revs and unpredictable reliability. But modded right, it was perfect for drifting. Han's RX-7 was the definition of style, sleek, deadly, and unforgettable. It turned Han into a fan favorite, and the RX-7 itself became a poster car again. Number 6, Sean's 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback, Tokyo Drift, 2006. The twist here, this wasn't just a Mustang. Sean and Han's crew swapped in the RB26 straight-six from a Skyline GT-R, turning American muscle into a JDM hybrid monster. The build was a nod to the theme of the movie, East meets West, drift culture meeting muscle car heritage. It looked like a Mustang, but it sounded like a Skyline. In the real world, the car had to be custom built by Universal's stunt team, and it remains one of the wildest crossovers ever put on screen. Number 7. Letty's 1971 Plymouth Barracuda, Fast and Furious 6, 2013. Letty's return to the franchise brought with it the Barracuda, a 1971 Plymouth with modern updates. Aggressive stance, blown V8, and pure Mopar energy. It was a callback to Dom's Charger, reinforcing Letty as the female counterpart to Dom's muscle legacy. The car symbolized toughness and history, just like Letty herself. Number 8. Deckard Shaw's Aston Martin DB9 Furious 7, 2015. Switching gears from muscle and JDM, Furious 7 gave us Shaw's Aston Martin DB9, sleek, British, and deadly. It fit the character perfectly, precise, elegant, and dangerous. Underneath, the DB9 ran a 6.0-litre V12 with 450-plus horsepower. It wasn't the fastest in the lineup, but it was stylish, and the Aston brand screamed high-class villain. Number 9. Dom's 1970 Dodge Charger Off-Road Furious 7, 2015. Universal took the iconic Charger and rebuilt it for desert and mountain stunts. Lifted suspension, off-road tires, roll cage, the Charger became a monster truck muscle car. It was ridiculous, but it worked. The build showed how the franchise had gone from street racing to full-blown action spectacle, yet still grounded in Dom's relationship with the Charger. Number 10. Brian's 2012 Nissan GT-R Fast and Furious 6, 2013. Brian evolved from tuner kid to seasoned racer, and the R35 GT-R was proof. All-wheel drive, twin-turbo V6, 545 horsepower stock. With mods, it became untouchable. It was the natural upgrade from his R34 Skyline, showing Brian moving with the times. The GT-R is the modern tuner king, and the franchise nailed the symbolism by making it his last signature car before Paul Walker's passing. Number 11. Lykan Hypersport Furious 7, 2015. Probably the wildest movie stunt car in the entire franchise. The Lykan Hypersport wasn't just rare, it was nearly mythical. Only 7 were ever built, with a price tag of $3.4 million, diamond-encrusted headlights, and 780 horsepower from a twin-turbo flat-6. In Furious 7, Dom and Brian jump it between skyscrapers in Abu Dhabi, one of the most over-the-top stunts in movie history. In reality, the cars used for filming were replicas. No way Universal was trashing multi-million-dollar exotics, but the real Lykan is legit. 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, top speed 240 miles per hour. It symbolized how far the series had gone from street races and tuna sandwiches to billion-dollar heists and supercar insanity. When you think Fast and Furious spectacle, the Lykan is the perfect example. Now, if you want to see how real-life cars pull off the same kind of shock factor, go watch Every Car That Looks Slow But Is Insanely Fast explained in detail. Because not every killer ride looks like it's built for speed. Some of the fastest ones hide in plain sight. See ya.